Tonight on Inspectors, the filthy restaurant that's guaranteed to take your appetite away.
I think it's a cockroach. It's absolutely disgusting.
Also, dangerous dogs on the loose in Thames. Who killed the ginger tabby?
That's definitely a dog attack. 3 good-sized holes.
And risking a $20,000 fine, the slippery fisherman caught red-handed in a no-go zone.
I don't like you.
It's just before lunch, and Auckland's Environmental Health Officer Paula Cameron is following up on a customer complaint.
I need to just have a quick look at the kitchen. I've had a complaint that you might have rats in the kitchen.
As soon as Paula sees the kitchen, it's clear the whole place is in dire need of a proper clean. She starts with the staff.
Where do you wash your hands?
Now, which hands?
The cook tells Paula he's been washing his hands in the toilet wash basins.
This wash hand basin is not counted. This is in the ladies' toilets.
Yeah.
The hand basin where staff are meant to wash their hands clearly isn't being used and is in a shocking state.
What happened to your lights? It's awful dark. I can't see anything.
This lighting is not working.
How often are you cleaning your benches?
Well, 2 days or 3 days cleaning.
But Paula thinks it hasn't been washed for several months.
So if you have a look at this, that wasn't cleaned recently, was it?
A quick look around the back of the restaurant at the filthy tea towels and overflowing rubbish bins, and it's easy to see why the rats would be keen to dine at this restaurant.
If I was a rat or a mouse, I would come in here and get my dinner. The other thing, you need to keep your door closed, because anything can come in.
Yes.
If it's getting too hot in here and you want the door open, get a screen. Right. Do you think that's going to stop a mouse coming in or a rat? It's not.
But it's not just rats that would like to get in here. Paula's about to discover something equally nasty.
Can you see this? It's a dead cockroach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cockroaches are known to carry diseases like dysentery, typhoid, polio and gastroenteritis. That's because they thrive in unsanitary conditions like dirty kitchens and toilets.
Is this the toilet you're using? It's disgusting. It's not been cleaned, has it? Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, it stinks. There's cockroaches. Is that the staff toilet?
No stuff.
No toilet.
This is not toilet.
Okay, let me have a wee look.
It seems the cook's not keen to show Paula what's in his toilet pantry.
Now just have a wee look what's going on in here.
This is not toilet.
What is it then?
I'm not sure. We don't use this room.
So what's this then? Because this is food.
This is not food.
That's eggs.
Yeah.
That's food. I'm just trying to understand why it's in the room next to the toilet.
It's forbidden to store food near the toilet area in a restaurant. Paula also can't understand why a large slab of meat is sitting in the sink.
What's it doing in the sink?
Because this is frozen.
So it's been in the sink all night.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's too warm. The bacteria in the meat will be multiplying, make your customers sick. Defrost in the fridge.
Given the filthy condition of this kitchen, Paula's not surprised by what she finds next.
Oh, do you want to take a wee look with me? See that? Look, cockroaches. When was the last time the kitchen was sprayed for cockroaches?
Nearly 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. Have you got the report? Can I see the report?
Maybe there isn't one, and that might explain Paula's disgusting discovery later. Auckland Council Harbour Master Duty Officer Mark Davis is patrolling the Hauraki Gulf. Today he's policing a restricted area which has international fibre optic cables laid through it.
If Telecom have to bring a cable ship down here for repairs, we've been told it's up to $250,000 a day. You don't want to be responsible for damaging the cable.
Anyone anchoring or fishing on this spot is liable for a $20,000 fine, and it doesn't take long before he finds a boat bang in the wrong spot.
How are we doing today? You managed to get yourself a feed?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now you're going to have to give them all to me because of where you caught them.
Oh, okay.
Essentially where you are now, right about here.
Yep.
Essentially you're fishing in the inside the telecom cable zone, which is, as you can see, no anchoring and no fishing zone.
Yep.
Have you ever been talked to about it before?
Yeah, we've known about it, we just weren't really paying attention. Drift fishing and
Is that right?
must have come into
Okay.
it.
I see you've got a chart plotter up there. Is that
it's
accurate?
on there, yeah.
It's on there?
Yeah, we just didn't realise.
Are you aware of the fines associated with fishing in
Not the actual fine, nah.
You're not?
I know there are.
Okay, they're quite substantial.
Yeah.
What I need to do is grab some details,
Yep.
which get passed on to Telecom.
Yep.
All right, and you'll probably receive a fairly sternly worded letter.
Yep.
But it could be accompanied with a fine. It depends what they choose to do.
Mark's deckhand Fan takes the captain's details.
And what's your name? Sam.
Meanwhile, Mark plots where the boat is on his map to show Sam exactly where he's landed up.
Incidentally, Sam, I was going to mark on the spot where you are, but it's right where the big no fishing sign is.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be a good enough reminder for you?
Yep.
No worries.
Just off Takapuna Beach, another duty officer, Mick Courtnell, has spotted a vessel also fishing in the restricted zone.
Are you aware of the telecom cable area? You're not allowed to fish or anchor in here. Oh. What I'll get you to do is start to recover that.
No worry.
Mick asks the fishermen to pull their lines in and come alongside so he can get their details to give to Telecom, but they don't seem keen to comply.
No, you have to do it now.
Yeah.
Potentially looking at a $20,000 fine here. So you need to stop and listen to me. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Turn your engine off.
Okay, take it up there.
The men ignore the instruction and take off. Coming up, will Mick win over the fisherman who doesn't want to be friends?
I don't like you.
And dog control in Thames, who killed the ginger tabby?
There's definitely a dog attack. 3 good sized holes.
In Thames, Compliance Inspector Steve Hart is on his way to see some unregistered dogs. He's already warned the dog owners what will happen if they don't cough up the $60 registration fee.
Some owners can get a little bit upset that we are going to take the dogs, but they've got to understand that they've had every opportunity to address their problem and they haven't done it.
At the first house, the owner's not home, but her sister is.
And there's an issue with the dog, it's attacked a person. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the dog to the pound and she's going to come and talk to us about the dog. Okay, so do you want to grab the dog?
The owner's sister is not too happy about surrendering it, and the dog's not overly keen about going either.
Get up.
And when the dog gets in the van, he immediately claims his territory. With one dog in the truck, the dog compliance team venture on to the next house, where they have to have a talk with the owner about her dog, which has been seen roaming.
We've had a complaint about the dogs doing a bit of roaming.
Well, they always get out here. We had something to cover that.
Okay.
There's a hole there.
Dogs are pretty renowned. If they want to get out and socialise, they'll keep trying to get out.
Yeah.
Steve gives her a warning and moves on to the next dog, which lives just a few doors down. Again, the owner's not home.
This is the one that's it's bitten a couple of people. I don't know if we can get access to the door because both doors blocked. If we had to, we'll just cut the ropes.
Having to seize a dog when the owner's not present can be a tricky job.
It can be very intimidating. It can be quite scary. You don't know a dog's reactions because they do get very territorial. They can sort of be wagging their tail at one moment and next minute hooking onto your arm, which has happened in the past.
As Steve and Danny gingerly approach the dog, the next door neighbour spots them and gives them some stick for not getting there earlier. Because Danny's been bitten several times, he's not taking any chances. He's using a pole with a noose on the end to hook the dog, but it's not easy.
Good girl. Come on, Bubba. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Good girl.
Bubba is a bull terrier crossbreed, and Danny knows from experience dogs like these can have aggressive tendencies. The dog's in the van, but Danny's shaken.
It's just the adrenaline kicking in because it fights back, and I don't like putting him on the truck, but that's what we have to do.
While all the action's been focused on getting the white dog in the van, something terrible has been discovered just 50 metres away. The dog team has found somebody's pet cat, which has been gruesomely attacked.
That's still warm, pliable.
That's definitely a dog attack. You can see that by the wounds here. 3 good sized holes. So hopefully we can find the owner of the cat and get it moved.
Meanwhile, back in central Auckland, Environmental Health Officer Paula Cameron is continuing an investigation into a Chinese restaurant where a rat has been spotted in the kitchen by a customer. And that's not the only issue. Paula's discovered a cockroach infestation too.
If you look at the serving dishes, covered in cockroaches, you can see we've got the little nymphs, that's the little babies, so they've just hatched. We've got slightly bigger ones, and then we've got the older cockroaches. So what I can tell from that is they're actually breeding. If a treatment had been carried out, I wouldn't be seeing so many generations of cockroaches.
Paula's main concern is the health implications of such a bad infestation. Food is easily contaminated by cockroach feces and saliva, which can lead to serious allergies like asthma. But it's not just cockroaches here that are a health hazard. The cooking utensils are also dangerous.
Another common complaint we get from customers is pieces of metal fall into their food. I did deal with an incident with a lady who actually choked on a piece of wire. We need to put this in the bin. Yep. Yeah. This is this obsession with newspaper. Rather than cleaning the surfaces, it's just laziness. This is just the prep bench. Again, it's just really poor cleanliness. Large build-up of oil and grease. Floor's obviously not been cleaned in a long time. Absolutely perfect for cockroaches. They'll be going down here. They'll be breeding in here. I think that might be a dead one on the wall.
Underneath the cooker, Paula's shocked to find a sodden grease trap.
You can tell that's not been cleaned in a long time. Perfect for cockroaches. There's some dead ones. So you can see just a large build-up of oil and grease. Ugh.
Next, it's into the fridge to have a look at how the food is stored.
It's a really bad practice to store food in open cans. Oh dear. Have you got a wee bowl?
What nasties are lurking in the condensed milk?
I think it's a cockroach. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, cockroaches in the food.
Yeah. No.
That's why the customers are complaining. I think there's another one in there. Have you got a tin opener? Can you open that for me? I thought I saw another one. Yeah, there we go. They never travel alone. What I think's happened here is this can has been lying in the kitchen and they've crawled in during service or during prep, and then they've just put the can in the fridge.
It's not often Paula comes across something this gross.
It's absolutely disgusting. I've seen a lot of cockroaches, but I don't usually find them in the food in the fridge. So this is pretty bad, to be honest.
Any cockroach or vermin infestation means immediate closure.
Yep, it's not looking good at all.
Paula's going to take drastic action and shut the place down until the owner can clean it up. Coming up, the feisty fisherman who won't back down.
Why like that?
And the angry owner whose unregistered dog has just been seized.
I feel got him. What should I answer to them?
Back in Thames, dog control officers are on the hunt to find out who killed the ginger tabby. A witness has come forward pointing them in the direction of the suspected culprit.
Okay, we're going to have to talk to you a bit more seriously about your dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, which one was off the property today?
The white one.
They instruct her to collect the dog and tell her it has to be taken to the pound.
Okay, and there was a cat killed just down the road. So we're going to have to see if we can get some evidence on that.
Because Roxy's got to go to the pound, her puppies will have to go too.
There you go, little fella.
With 3 dogs and 3 puppies in the van, the dog control team are about to leave when the owner of the white dog, which was the second dog to be seized, turns up and he's not happy.
What did my dog do wrong?
Well, apparently it's bitten 2 people, but it's unregistered, and she's been and spoken to you about it.
Where did they fight these people?
On the back of their legs.
Where?
At the gate.
At the gate?
Yeah.
Hey man, that thing can't reach the
Okay,
gate.
well the reason the dog's been taken off the property is because it's unregistered.
Well, if you want a good dog, take her. You wouldn't find another home for her, she'll die. I feel gutted. And these oh, excuse the language, they just don't know what they're doing.
If the dog was properly controlled, if it was registered, we wouldn't be paying them a visit today and the dog would still be home.
What should I answer to them? These guys, you know, it's just like when your back's turned, they'll jump you.
Because of the history of the dog, it'll be declared a menacing dog, which means any time it comes out in the public again, it'll have to be muzzled, okay, have to be neutered. Yeah, it's just what we've got to do today.
Just as Steve thought he'd got the job finished, all the hoo-ha has brought more dog owners out into the street. This time they actually want to give their dogs away because they can't afford to feed them.
Good girl. Come on, boy.
It's an emotional time.
You okay?
With a van full to the gunnels with dogs, it's back to the pound, where the dogs will be checked for microchips.
All right, come on.
I think we'll leave it today.
All the owners are up for a $300 fine, and if they can't pay, the dogs will be rehomed or put down. It's good news for the puppies though. The SPCA think they'll all be rehomed in no time, and it's good news for the white dog. His owner did pay the fine and then took him home. Out in the Hauraki Gulf, Auckland Council Harbour Master Duty Officer Mick Courtnall has caught 2 men fishing in a restricted area where international fibre optic cables are laid. Mick needs to get their details so he can pass them on to Telecom, who may want to fine them up to $20,000, but they don't seem keen to cooperate.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Turn your engine off.
Take it up there.
But Mick's not going to let the fishermen get away that easily. The men stop a short way off and Mick pulls up alongside.
Okay, listen, bring your anchor up and we'll have a talk, okay? Okay, I need a home phone number.
Yeah.
Are you the owner of this vessel?
Yeah.
What's the name of this vessel?
I don't no name.
You are obliged to have a name on your vessel all the time as well, all right? Have you got a GPS on board?
Yeah. No GPS.
Okay, so how do you know where you are?
Every time we are fishing around here,
Are you aware of the telecom cable area?
I don't know.
As the skipper of a boat, you're responsible for finding out the information, okay? Okay. Have you both got life jackets?
Yeah. No life jacket today.
Pardon?
No.
No life jacket?
Yeah. No life jacket today. No life jacket. No.
Okay, we've got a few issues here to deal with.
Today I don't need life jacket because weather is good.
In our maritime law in this country, you are obliged to carry a life jacket for every person on board. You're
No
illegally
life jacket
fishing
today.
here,
I'm sorry.
and you're in trouble for not having life jackets on board. You've put
Yeah.
this man's life at risk.
Yeah.
I'm going to issue you a fine for not having life jackets on board. So what I'm doing with your details regarding the fishing here, I send them on to Telecom, and they decide if they're going to prosecute or not.
Can you show me the
Yep, I said I'll give you a map.
Okay, now. Where is we are?
You're here.
I don't think so because Langitoto Island here, this yellow line there. Have a look.
I have had a look. I've got more accurate equipment
Okay,
than that
I
paper
don't think
chart
so
there.
about that. We are here now.
Yeah.
You see the Langitoto is here, isn't it?
Listen,
Lighthouse.
I'm not going
Lighthouse
to discuss this with
I
you.
am here.
There's no way you can prove to me on a paper chart that you're more accurate than the
I don't think
GPS.
so about that.
After the dispute over the map, Mick invites him on board and shows him on the GPS he was definitely inside the exclusion zone.
Here's Rangitoto. The red here, this is where you are. See how you're well inside here? You are saying you're not in there. So do you?
I bought here now.
Yeah. Do you accept you are in the cable area?
Okay, I see.
After checking the GPS, the fisherman almost falls into the water.
Well, have you been drinking today?
It's my duty. Drinking 2 bottles.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you sound very agitated.
Every person drinking. You know?
Mick tries the phone numbers he's provided, but to no avail.
If I ring this number, who will answer?
My home.
It's not ringing. It's not ringing. You've given me 2 numbers, neither of them are working.
Frustrated that he can't get through to the telephone numbers the man has given him, Mick asks where his wife is, which seems to really annoy the man.
My wife going to church now. Why like that?
What's your duty? You don't have to shout. We're just having a pleasant discussion.
My wife is church now.
I'm very, very close to you. You don't need to shout. Where your wife is not my concern or business.
It's not your duty. It's my privacy.
Calm down.
Any problem?
You've done very well giving me most of the information.
Yeah, I don't like you.
I'm
so
verifying
I asked
who you are.
your city council. Okay?
Okay, Captain, listen to me. I'm going to send you an infringement in the post, okay? For not having life jackets on board. I'm directing you to go straight back to Takapuna boat ramp now.
Okay, now.
Okay?
I will. Yeah.
Go straight home.
I will there.
Yep. I'm going to follow you in. Go straight home. I'm happy that he shouts and moans off. He's been caught, he's been sent home, he probably feels a bit embarrassed. That's the nature of the thing.
Meanwhile, back in central Auckland, Environmental Health Officer Paula Cameron is about to revisit a Chinese restaurant she closed after discovering cockroaches in the food. The owners promised a total transformation in just 24 hours, so Paula's back to see what he's done.
Quite a difference. You must have had a busy night. First of all, I'm going to wash my hands.
Okay.
Ooh. We've got liquid soap, paper hand towels, and we've got lighting.
What an incredible transformation.
This is excellent. Much better. Fantastic job. Someone's been busy.
In fact, it's taken 12 people working through the night to get this place up to scratch.
We've done all the walls as well. So that's good. It's really good. So you just need to keep it like this. Yep, and the doors for... Ah, there we go. Good job. What about in here? There, that's great. So no more foods. Yep. See, fantastic. Nothing's going to fall in the foods. Oh, new filter. That's great. Now let's have a look under here. So that's a really good job. Yep. You've done good. A really good job. I think we can let you open again. He's done an excellent job, but I would imagine they had a very long night last night cleaning up.
Next week on Inspectors, trouble is brewing on the North Shore with noise control.
Get off! On your property. Get off!
They're on public. Hey, excuse me, don't touch the camera.
We track down illegal whitebait poachers on the Waikato River.
Regulations haven't changed since 1994.
And is this enormous cargo ship safe enough to leave port on time?
Why is that? Get on to the chief officer, get the crew up here. I want that dogged up now. What's the other one like? Technically, they could flood the ship.